report, go over the agenda, which is majority of consent.
I move to move to my regular session.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Terrific. Are you done yet? Okay, that's very good. Welcome everyone to before the formalities, I did have a line I was going to use, now. I didn't realize how many potholes we must have had this week to get out by this hour, but thank you all for coming. Welcome to the regular meeting for the Aberdeen Township Council for Thursday, December 4th. This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meeting Act. Notice has been given to the general public in our newspapers. It's posted here in Aberdeen Township by our clerk. The next open public meeting of this Township Council, Greg Cannon, thank goodness, will be on Sunday, January 4th. And that will be a reorg meeting and a very exciting meeting. So, Madam Clerk, would you kindly do a roll call?
Councilman Cannon.
Here.
Councilman Hirsch.
Here.
Councilman Kelly.
Here.
Councilman Martucci.
Here.
Councilman Swindell.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Montal.
Here.
Mayor Taglieri.
Yes, thank you very much. Please rise as we do a moment of silence and salute our great flag. This council has heard a long time tradition, and what we do is we always pay homage to the men and women in our armed service on land and foreign soil that allows us to meet in forums like this. We're indebted to them greatly. Another thing that we added, and you know, every 2 weeks we get together, and there seems to have been another senseless killing. So let's keep our in mind also. And now, any personal intentions that you might have, please do that now. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, I'm certainly honored and pleased to do the following two props, and I think if Greg would you kindly join me, and the council can go down and do well too. So if you'd like to join me and do well, we can do that.
Yep.
Here, I have a hand mic right here.
You got it. See, it's not all about me tonight, and I'm glad. And thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Mayor-elect, come on over here. You might know this man just as well as anybody else in this room. Yes, it's very true. Dr. Ha, can you please join us? And of course, you know this young man here. Very good. How about your children? Come on. Come on, right. You want to take? Come on. This is terrific. Okay, this is
surprised for me. I only found out it last night, okay, and we met at the office, and today my kids put together a 30-minute video that they made with all the people over the years who contacted them, and it's just a very special.
Good, well, let us read this. Greg, why don't you do this? I'd love to best of them.
It's full disclosure, my law office is in Dr. Haas' building. And it's wonderful. Whereas the Township of Aberdeen is proud to celebrate Dr. Gerald Hawk's 50th anniversary of practicing orthodontics in Aberdeen. And whereas Dr. Gerald Hawk earned his undergraduate degree from Rutgers and went on to attend NYU College of Dentistry. After receiving his TDS, Dr. Hawk served in the Vietnam War before returning to specialize in orthodontics. Dr. Hawk started teaching in the orthodontics department at NYU in 2007 and continues to teach residents and prepare them for the board certification exams. Hawk Orthodontics has become a multi-generational practice, as we see up here today, where he is joined by his daughter, Dr. Amy Hawk, and his son, Dr. Andrew Hawk. And whereas Hawk Orthodontics, working as a team, pride themselves with their old-fashioned family values alongside modern technologies, and whereas over the past 5 decades, Dr. Hawk has had the privilege of caring for generations of families and contributing to the health and smiles of Aberdeen Township. And whereas we express our pride and appreciation to Hawk Orthodontics, who have been and continue to be great neighbors and part of our community here in Aberdeen Township as a member of the business community. Now, therefore, on behalf of the Township Council, Fred Tagliarini, Mayor of Aberdeen Township, along with the citizens of Aberdeen, have proclaimed our congratulations to Dr. Gerald Hawk as Hawk Orthodontics celebrates its 50th anniversary and wish you many more years of success. Congratulations.
Congratulations and family, right? Thank you very much. Terrific. You know, we're very honored. Stay one second. Okay. Let me ask you something. Sure. You know, on December 9th, we have another 50th anniversary. Another great tomorrow. Remember them opening? Will you open?
I do. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and I remember their terrific sons.
Yes. And I think you know our next honored guest, too, Peter from the Diner. He came with something that makes also. I always see Dr. Hawk in your diner, so we're going to give something to him, too.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Doctor. It's an honor.
Thank you. So I get a picture here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're behind you. Yes, yes. I'll get behind you.
Come on this side. Good, Margaret.
Right, this, please.
Margaret on this side. Yep, there we go. Right here. You want to? Awesome.
Peter, come on up with your family. So you're doing Doc, right? Yeah. She's sitting there with you. Good, 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 good. So, you're going to see tonight how very fortunate we are here in Aberdeen. So we're going to get through this as fast as I can, okay? Thank you, Pete. All right, this is celebrating the Town Square Diner. Chef and owner Peter Chalumbus started his culinary journey at a very young age, just a few years ago, right? Just a few years ago. Having grown up in a family of restaurateurs, Peter cultivated a love for food, and Peter went on to the Art Institute of New York City, where he received his formal training. He honed his skills working in several fine dining restaurants. However, his true passion was sparked when working at the diner, learning the management side of the restaurant business and realizing he wanted to own his own diner. And we're fortunate for that. On January 1st, 2015, yet a while ago, to catch up with Dr. Hawk, Peter's dreams were realized when he served his first customer at the Town Square Diner. The Town Square Diner quickly became known as Chef Peter's. Delicious interpretations of classics, diners, and dishes. The Town Square Diner has been a supporter and sponsor of many township events. You were the first one to get involved with Aberdeen Day, and I thank you so much for that. Over the years, and for the past 2 years, over and beyond, you just served almost 400 breakfasts over 2 years to our veterans here in town. The township expresses our pride and appreciation to Town Square Diner, who's a wonderful member of our business community and a great neighbor to Aberdeen. So on behalf of this great council behind me, Fred Tagliani, Mayor Township of Aberdeen, along with the citizens of Aberdeen Township, do hereby proclaim our gratitude to the Town Square Diner for their contributions and wish you many years of success.
We get a much better picture, and you guys will actually be in it.
Okay. Good job.
Connie, come inside here. Robert, come on out.
We're good. We're all paid, everybody has a kid.
Ready, guys? One more, ready?
Peter just reminded us of those tough days during COVID. Thank you, Peter. Dr. Hawk, thank you again so very much. Back up there.
Mayor and council, come back up top.
Okay.
Mayor, you bring your microphone with you. Bring it on.
What? Thank you, sir.
Mayor, if I can take over?
Sure.
All right. So for the rest of the meeting, ladies and gentlemen, we will be kind of going on and off through our agenda. Next, we will have presentations by a few different groups for the mayor and Councilman Martucci. I'd first like to call up our PBA 163 president, vice president, and state delegate. You guys want to come forward?
Yeah, I'll take a minute. Mayor?
Good evening.
Good morning, or good evening, everyone. I already messed up. I stand before you on behalf of the men and women of Aberdeen PBA. It's an honor to stand in front of such distinguished guests on this special evening for Mr. Mayor over here. Judging by the amount of people here, it just shows you how many people he's impacted throughout his life. So with that, Mr. Mayor, during his 15-year career, he has developed and maintained a relationship with the men and women of our PBA, constantly helping us out, supporting us. He gives us manpower, he gives us equipment, whatever we need, he's there for us. He's always the first one and the last one at all of our events, whether it's swearing-ins, ceremonies for awards, or promotional parties. The mayor's there, he's excited. He's probably the most excited in the room. So there's always one thing that stood out to me that the mayor said at every event that we had, and he always introduced the police department as the world's greatest police department. And I can say this, the reason behind that is because of you and the support you've given us throughout the years. So Mr. Mayor, we thank you for that. So as we stand here, we were thinking, how can you possibly give back to someone who's given us so much throughout his career, right? Ron, Billy, myself, kind of simultaneously, we thought of it. We wanted to give him the honorary Silver Life Member Award through the PBA. For those of you who do not know what that is the highest level achievement that a non-police officer could attain. So we brought it back to our local at a meeting, and obviously it went through, flying colors, not one objection. And the next step was we had to bring it up to the state PBA level, and we had to nominate him. And I think it's only fair if I read the nomination to show everybody here what he means to us. It is with profound respect and sincere appreciation that Aberdeen PBA Local 163 formally submits the nomination of Mayor Fred Tagliarini for the Distinguished Honorary Silver Life Card. Mayor Tagliarini has rendered exemplary service to the residents of Aberdeen Township for an impressive tenure of 15 years, during which he has cultivated an extraordinary relationship with our organization. Throughout his tenure, Mayor Tagliarini has demonstrated unwavering support for our local association. His steadfast commitment is evident through his consistent presence at all events we have organized, where he has not only participated, but has actively engaged with our members. His readiness to administer the oath of office to our new officers exemplifies his dedication to honoring their service and contributions. Moreover, Mayor Tagliarini has been a tireless advocate for acknowledging the accomplishments of our members. His pride in the work of Aberdeen PBA Local 163 is both genuine and far-reaching, as he passionately ensures that the noteworthy deeds of our officers are recognized within the broader community. Over the course of these 15 years, Mayor Tagliarini has transcended the role of public official to become a valued confidant and esteemed friend to the Aberdeen Local 163. As his retirement approaches, we express our heartfelt sadness in anticipation of his departure, fully aware that his presence, leadership, and friendship will be profoundly missed. In recognition of his outstanding dedication, unwavering loyalty, and enduring friendship, we wholeheartedly and respectfully nominate Mayor Fred Tagliarini for the honorary Silver Life Card. Mr. Mayor, it's our honor. It's been an awesome ride. We wish you nothing but the best for the future, and we look forward to the continued friendship.
I am overwhelmed to receive this honor. And yes, you know where my heart is with you guys. And the toughest thing is when we bring on a new guy or gal. I think my last words are always, please be safe. And you've done that for me, so thank you. I cannot thank you enough to all of you very, very much. Thank you so much. This is outstanding. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Wow.
Congratulations.
Pretty cool. Okay, very good. All right, how's that? Good. Thank you so very much. Very good. Wow.
Thank you, PBA. If next we can have the Aberdeen Fire Districts 1 and 2 come forward. Why don't you just hang? Councilman Martucci, if you also go down to the well as well.
Come on down. Wow.
Ron, you just work out a stick.
we know that you have a busy evening ahead of you. Probably didn't think it was going to take this long, so we'll be brief, and we don't have as much to say. Before we start, though, I do want to wish the mayor, the council, the manager, the employees, the department heads a very happy and safe holiday coming up. Secondly, I'd like to congratulate Mayor-elect Greg Cannon. And our newly elected Councilman Pedro Mirabel. Again, I said, man, I'll be brief. What we'd like to do is to speak to you and Councilman Martucci. Joe, as we all know, we appreciate, a lot of people appreciate all the years and the many hours and the hard work and the service that you've given to all the residents and the business community and the organizations that operate inside Aberdeen Township. And we know what goes into it, and that's been a yeoman's job, and so we appreciate all of that. But more importantly, on behalf of the Board of Fire Commissioners, the line officers, and the executive officers, and the members of Fire Districts 1 and 2, we just want to say to you how much we appreciate and we're indebted and grateful to you for your enduring commitment and support of all the men and women of the Aberdeen Township Fire Department. We appreciate it. Thank you very much, both of you. At this time, we're going to cut this short, and you can move on to other business, but we have a presentation. The commissioners, Tom DiGiglio from Fire District 2, Jim Morrow, and the other commissioners from Fire District 1 are here to make a presentation.
We'd like to thank you for your continued support of what we do. Thank you very much. Thank you always. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you all.
And Mayor, just one parting word for myself anyway. It's always been a pleasure working along with you and Joe throughout the years. Best of luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Mayor and Councilman, stay on the. Thank you, Fire Districts 1 and 2. If Chief Lloyd will come forward for the Aberdeen Township Police Department.
I don't know how I fall off either one of those speeches, to be honest. I gotta get John, you wanna write some speeches for me as well, that'd be great. Thank you all for this evening, allowing us to be here tonight on a special evening as we celebrate the careers of Mayor Tagliarini and Councilman Joseph Martucci. On behalf of the Aberdeen Township Police Department, I would love to say thank you so much for your service to all of us. Continues to walk along. There's not an officer that's standing here today that hasn't been promoted
were sworn in by both of these gentlemen here. They have been nothing but supportive to myself, as well as the men and women of the Aberdeen Police Department, and we cannot be more thankful to have the support that we do for the community that we serve. So with that, we have a small token of appreciation for both of you here. Thank you very much. No problem.
John, arrange
Yep.
this.
Come on in, guys. We're going to jump in. We'll leave the mayor, Joe Senator. Squish it a little more than usual.
It's recorder.
Thank you, Aberdeen PD. Just have an announcement real quick before I get the next group up. Following the meeting, we still have actual voting to do tonight. Following the meeting, there will be a small reception in the lobby with some refreshments on behalf of the township. Okay, so next, I think the mayor actually figured out that they actually are sitting here yet. Picked up on it. But I'd like to call the Mayor's Association to come forward, please.
Nights in a row. This is incredible.
So anyway,
That has you a while ago, right?
Don's gonna love that. So everyone, thank you for having us, Mayor Taglerini, Council, Mayor-elect. Thank you for having us for a few minutes. My name is Charlie Calusa. I'm the mayor of the borough of Newton Beach, and I'm joined this evening with our other mayors. I'll ask them to introduce themselves and the town they're from real quick.
Lori Owenlander, Atlantic Islands.
George Hopkins.
Tony Perry, Middletown.
Joe Osmani, Madawan.
Mike Sachs,
Joseph Merlin, keyboard representing here for Mayor Aurelio.
And unfortunately, Mayor Rowland from Highlands couldn't be here this evening. The Bayshore Conference of Mayors was formed many, many years ago, probably 10, 20 years ago at least. And what it is a collection of Bayshore mayors, 10 towns, nonpartisan, Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. All of us recognize that when our communities need help, we reach out to our colleagues, our other mayors. We wanted a place where we could meet, where they know who they're talking to. It's not just Charlie calling Fred. We're friends. We know each other. He knows doesn't come into what we do. And we look forward to having Mayor-elect Hanning join us soon. So, when we found out Fred was leaving, of course, all of us up here tried to talk him out of it. We did as much as we could to talk him out of it. And he was pretty resolute in the fact that he was leaving. Fred was chairing the Bay Shore Conference of Mayors with our dear friend, our late Mayor Paul Smith Jr. from Union Beach for many, many years. We lost Paul in 2020. When we did, all of us were devastated. The first person I heard from was Fred. He's always been there. He's been steadfast. His legacy is etched in Monmouth County. The way that he has reached out to all the other communities, all the other mayors at any time. He means so much to us that all of us came into a meeting room tonight on a night when we don't have meetings. just to see it. And we have, all of us have a proclamation for Fred. And of course, we're not going to read all of them because we'll be here. So, yeah, Mayor Cannon's 20 years. At this time, I am going to turn it over to Mayor Perry from Middletown. He's going to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I just want to say how honored I am to be here for this great man, for his love, his dedication, his commitment to the Bay Shore, to Aberdeen, to Monmouth County, to the state of New Jersey. I've known Fred, fortunately, before I became a mayor. I was just a staffer working for Senator Joe Carrillos at the time. And I called up Fred because we needed to do something in Aberdeen. And that thing was convincing the state of New Jersey to purchase Fresno Woods. And the Port Authority was backing out of their deal. And Mayor Fred came to Joe's conference room in Middletown, and we came up with a strategy. But had it not been for just a few people, Fresno Woods would not exist as a preserved, open space, beautiful Monmouth County park that you have today. One of those three individuals that deserves all the credit is Mayor Fred Tagliarini. And I'll end with this, and Charlie hit it. You know, this group of mayors that I've been able to talk with, bounce things off of, joke with, fight with a little bit at times, just really sacks. I'm talking about. You know, it's a group of people because the one thing that we all realize is that parks are nonpartisan, potholes are nonpartisan, maintaining all of our quality of life in our towns is nonpartisan. And from the moment I got to meet Fred as a staffer, and then when I got sworn in as the mayor of Middletown, Fred was always there for me. And when I called him up, it didn't matter how busy he was, didn't matter what was going on in Aberdeen, he was there to bounce things off of, to understand what he has already seen, what he's experienced, and that meant the world coming from a Republican elected mayor, from a Democratic elected mayor. And that's the way politics should be, is that we're able to bounce things off of each other, understand where we come from, understand the challenges that we face, but Fred was always there. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna miss this man quite a bit. We all are. We all are. But what's important to know is that the legacy of Fred Tagliarini is not going to be forgotten tomorrow. We were just joking that he's going to need an addition to his house in order to have all these plaques eventually. But the most important thing is that we are certainly going to miss him on Friday nights when we all get together and just chat. And it's going to be a big seat to fill to coordinate all those dinners for all of us. You got it, Greg. No. The problem, unfortunately, for the mayor-elect here is that we all voted in the hallway out there that he's got to pick the first 6 months worth of restaurants that we have to go to, which is the hardest part.
He wasn't out there.
Yeah. But the legacy of Fred Tagliarini is one of distinction, of dignity, and one of commitment to not just a town, but to a community. And Fred, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for everything.
servant. Fred has helped me out tremendously over the years. As soon as I got elected, I had all my questions. I called Fred, acting as a friend, but he doesn't know he's my mentor. So I appreciate everything. You'd like to see me last for a long time. Thank you for everything. And not only as mayors from neighboring towns, we also became friends. Out to dinner, me and him talk about the wives spend our money. So me and Fred are what we call conservatives. I guess. So congratulations. Thank you very much.
I don't know how I can follow the governor of the Bay Shore. But he said everything that could possibly be said. He said, Fred is truly a wonderful man. I have 2 kids who live here in Aberdeen, and if there was ever an issue, I could call Fred, he would help, which he has in the past. But he's become a friend more than a politician, and a mentor too at the same time. I mean, I've been at this a long time, probably a little longer than Fred, but it's always nice to have people you can talk to, bounce things off, and he will be missed around the table on our monthly Bay Shore Bears meetings, but he'll never be forgotten, and he'll always be a friend to me, regardless of wherever we are. So,
Thank you, Mike.
you're always a great
Real quick, I don't want to take away from your moment, but Mrs. Martucci, she was my 8th grade teacher. I just saw her last night. She asked me to get me after class. It's great to see you. How are you? I assume that's your grandchildren over there? Grandchildren. Okay. Beautiful family. To Fred's grandchildren.
Charlie, this isn't a Union Beach meeting. Let's go.
We know all of you. We know all of you are proud. We know all of you are proud of your proud of your grandfather. All of us here love him again. We all love him. He's a great man. Yeah, so God bless him. Fred, congratulations. Are we kind of love all of them, Madonna?
Can we take a picture of all of you?
Oh,
Yes,
please,
please.
you kidding? Absolutely.
A little bit closer, guys.
So while Frank takes all of his hardware and stores it somewhere.
Donna, all this will look great right on the table next to the chicken.
So Brian has asked that we read at least, I'm Brian, I'm going to read the last paragraph.
Yeah.
Read the whole thing. Yeah. So I'm going to read the last 2 paragraphs. All right. Whereas Mayor Tagliarini has served as a standing leader not just for Aberdeen, but for countless mayors and elected officials, including myself, who has sought his guidance and assistance over many years across party lines, regardless of beliefs or opinions, Mayor Tagliarini has defined leadership over partisan division. So now, therefore, I, Mayor Tony Perry, and the Middletown Township Committee do hereby proclaim that December 4th, 2025 be known as Donna Taglerini Day. You're picking up the bill tomorrow night, right? Do hereby proclaim December 4th, 2025 as Mayor Fred Taglerini Day in the Township of Middletown Township. On this day, we congratulate him on his well-deserved retirement, celebrate his impressive career, and thank him for being a wonderful neighbor and working hard to make Aberdeen, Monmouth County, and the state of New Jersey a better place to live. God bless you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks very much. Yeah, we can check in or
Okay, they told me I still can't move. This is fun. This is fun. I don't know, is Jim Laurel leave? Okay. I'm trying to recap the night a little bit. Jim Laurel was up early with the fire department. Jim served, will be the first 4 years, right? Army, who was Army? All right, so then we had Army Graham. So I'm not forgetting one except the world. That's it. So those two gentlemen have a special place in our heart also, don't they?
They didn't really mean that hell for the first 2 years.
That's right, because that served with Dave Silver for a while. Bay Shore Mayor's, do best, absolute best. And you brought up Paul Smith, love him dearly, miss him dearly. And I think the first meeting, Tony, you hit upon it. The first meeting, he said there was a special vote before I showed up to allow the only Democrat into the Bay Shore Mayor's. And we never forgot that. And the best part was whoever said it, I think you all implied it, we always check it at the door, because that's the kind of group we are. And there's enough problems that we all share together that they take up our time to worry about petty politics involved. So Bay Shore Mayors, I know for a fact when I'm up at the league, New Jersey Conference of Mayors, I tell them about us, and Charlie, you're going to continue to do that. And I tell them there's not many organizations like us in the state, and if they do, they're not as good as us. So I want to thank the Bay Shore Mayors for your friendship, for coming out tonight. And yes, we're going to be together tomorrow night. And I look forward to seeing you all again. So thank you very, very much. Tony, thank you very much. Now what else do I do?
Before I have the mayor, the council members come back down, is there anyone else that I missed out in the audience that needs to come forward for any presentations? Go ahead, everybody. Okay. Then, council members, if you would all head back down, you can hand me one more time, Mayor, and Councilman Martucci can hand me as well. If you guys will come back down again, you have one more presentation from the council and administration.
You got center floor, right?
So first we have to call Joe. Joe, come on. tonight is these guys tonight, and this is really, I'm just gonna pull this over, so I'm not on the floor. You know, I feel that as becoming the mayor is really carrying this torch forward as the next generation of leadership in Aberdeen. And with these two gentlemen, that really couldn't be more true. So, Joe's daughter Melissa's here, I grew up with. Fred's son Anthony's here, who I grew up with, and their wife Loretta, husband Brian. Wow, you got me too. So, these two gentlemen played a big role in my life. Joe was my high school principal, who kept me out of trouble most of the time, or otherwise didn't report it, which is why I'm able to be here today. And really, Brian and I got into some stuff. We had a lot of fun growing up. Most of it was always home, though. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that after the meeting. So, I forgot about it. That's true. We come full circle, so that's a good story. So, I'll tell you. So, for those of you who didn't go up here in Mount Aberdeen, so at Mount High School, there's a tradition called the Senior Scavenger Hunt, which is where I see some of my Mount graduates nodding their heads, and they're around. And so, the Senior Scavenger Hunt is essentially a list of items that you could get in a lot of trouble for stealing, and they're worth points. And so Joe Martucci's license plate is always on the list. And so me and my present law partner, who also graduated high school with us, stole Joe's license plate. But returned it as teenagers would do, rather than putting it back before Joe woke up after we got the points. We left it on the front lawn and Joe, and obviously to this day, never let me forget it. So.
We also have to told my daughter, get a hold of your friends and get that license plate back. Because next hour,
it was back in 6 minutes. And so that's one story of what these gentlemen mean to me. And the other story I'll share is how I came to the Bayshore Conference of Mayors. Were joking. They're like, "How do you drink? We get a party." I'm looking forward to these dinners. I don't know what happens, but it's gonna be a good time.
You thought that was a joke?
We'll leave it at the dinner. Whatever the joke is. So
Bring the license
The
plate.
truth is, yes, I do. And, one of my favorite places to drink Mayor Latte is Maloney's Pub in downtown Matawan, which I was doing with Anthony and another mutual friend of ours one night. When apparently no one wanted to run for the 2-year unexpired term in Aberdeen, and I got asked half in the bag by Anthony at the bar that I wanted to do it. And since I was 25 years old, I had nothing else to do. And Fred was my baseball coach, and I will have to join the team. That's how I ended up here. So that's another funny story of how these two gentlemen played a large role in my life. Fred is a coach and a mentor in doing this, obviously, and now I hope to probably fill the enormous shoes. And I don't know, does everyone get the silver card where you can drive 100 everywhere in New Jersey from the cops? I'll tell you what, I'm very young, 7 years ago, so with that, as Fred said, this is a passing of the torch, but it's also, paying thanks and appreciation to the people that come before you and have an impact on your life. Fred would like this one. So every time I go to Citi Field, there's Jackie Robinson Rotunda, and it says the measurement of life is its impact on our lives. And so obviously both of your impact on my life has been substantial. And so thank you. And so with that, we have a proclamation for Joe. This is honoring Councilman Joseph J. Martucci Sr., or Joe, or Coach, Coach Dad, or Coach Grandpa, whatever goes with Coach. But whereas Councilman Joe Martucci, a lifelong resident of Aberdeen, was first elected to the Aberdeen Township Council in 2013. And whereas Joe's dedication to Aberdeen Township spans more than 5 decades, his service to the community began in 1973 as a teacher in the Mount Aberdeen Regional School District. His leadership extended far beyond the classroom, serving as head wrestling coach and leading the Mount High School football program for nearly 3 decades, and winning 5 state championships, I might add. He later guided the district as a school administrator and athletic director, and whereas over the course of his remarkable career, Councilman Martucci has been a driving force behind local and statewide athletics and has been honored with countless awards and recognitions. And whereas Joe has contributed his leadership and experience to many key municipal committees, including the one that transported our former Cleveland EMS building into our Cleveland Community Center, currently serving with Fred on the World Trade Center Board 9/11 Memorial Committee, and acting as liaison to the Board of Education and the Land Preservation Committee that was mentioned earlier with respect to Fresno Woods. Whereas always displaying the highest example of character, ethics, and unselfish service, Joe's passion and commitment as a teacher, coach, administrator, and elected official has touched countless lives in the Aberdeen community, including mine. Now, therefore, along with the Township Council and the citizens of Aberdeen, we do hereby honor and proclaim Councilman Joseph J. Martucci Sr.'s commitment, leadership, and lasting impact he's made on the township, and hereby proclaim December 16, 2025 as Councilman Joseph J. Martucci Sr. Day in the Township of Aberdeen. Congratulations.
When you really get cold at home, there's a nice blanket in the back, and that's the seal on it, so you really never forget that. And then there's a township point as well.
Now I got a picture of my
Wow, so Fred and I have been together kind of a lifetime. We raised our kids at the same time. Participated Little League, you know, I was always there, always mom helping out.
Especially the day I told the kids, no swimming pool, will make your eyes gray, you won't be able to see, and you said, flag, please. This is awesome.
Absolutely. I've had the pleasure of watching these kids grow up and being good friends with Donna. And so this is very bittersweet. I told Fred we're really not letting him go, so we know where he lives, we know his phone number. You're keeping that phone number?
Yes.
Make sure you're not changing that phone number.
Thanks to Jackie, she got me the phone number.
Thank you, Jackie.
You should be.
Yes, because I was thinking about that recently. I was like, how am I going to phone him? I'm not going to remember his number. But at any rate, so thank you, Jackie. And of course, I just want to mention to Joe and his family, I mean, talk about full circle for all of us. And I think Joe and I are kind of semi-related as well. I think Patty's cousin is married to my cousin. Yeah. And at one point when we were running together, your cousin put up there, Linda, that, you know, 2 of my relatives are running for council in Aberdeen. We support them. So this is really a community, and a community of people who've been together a long time. I look around this room and I see so many of my friends. So we're all connected. So this is very interesting for us and very hard for us as well. So I can put my glasses on. Whereas Mayor Fred Tagliarini was first elected mayor of Aberdeen in 2009, after years of community involvement and trusted leadership, including recognition as Aberdeen Citizen of the Year in 2000, and whereas Mayor Tagliarini has always practiced a hands-on approach to governing, focusing on strengthening the township through collaboration, transparency, and thoughtful planning, and whereas Mayor Tagliarini played a key role in guiding Aberdeen's growth and redevelopment, serving on numerous committees during his tenure, including the Free New Land Preservation Committee, the South River Meadow Redevelopment Committee, the Transit Village Redevelopment Committee, the World Trade Center Memorial Committee, the Township Planning Board, the Parks and Recreation Committee, the Redevelopment Committee, and as a founding member of the Aberdeen Economic Business Council. And whereas Mayor Fred Tagliarini's influence and bipartisanship extends beyond Aberdeen, serving as the treasurer for the Bayshore Conference of Mayors, his election to the board of directors for the New Jersey Conference of Mayors, and appointment to the Monmouth Boroughs by Monmouth County Commissioners, and whereas Mayor Tagliarini has contributed immeasurably to the success of Aberdeen through his unwavering belief in the township and its residents, he has earned the admiration and respect of all, many considering him not only the mayor, but also a friend. Now, therefore, the Township Council, along with the citizens of Aberdeen, do honor and celebrate Mayor Tagliarini's 16 years of dedication, leadership, and heartfelt service to our community, and proclaim December 23rd, 2025 as Mayor Fred Tagliarini Day in the Township of Aberdeen.
Yours is a
Oh,
snow.
gosh, and this is for you, and also,
Thank you.
this one's heavy. Put it in front.
Yeah.
You put them together, because then that makes it easier.
Come closer. Joe, Mayor, right to that side. So let me get two on that side. Yeah. Move over this way. Are you guys ready?
Afraid that he doesn't start clapping, he would be up there for a long time. Thank you so much. Very good. Joe, you want to say a few words?
It's been a great 12 years. I think I'm most proud of the fact of all the accomplishments that we've made over the years with the parks, the roads, all the land that we were able to clean up, okay, although our opponents don't always think that we were doing the right thing with that, but we cleaned up a lot of contaminated area, okay, and saved the township a tremendous amount of money over the years. And also, we've done a great job, I think, as a council in keeping the taxes down. So I'm very proud of having worked with this fine group of people, okay, because it kind of became a second family, the amount of time that we spent together. And just very proud, very honored to be here tonight and have my family here. It means a lot. So thank you very much.
He said, well, I thank my family for being here. I said to Donna as we were leaving, did you tell the boys? And she said, no, I'm sorry, I didn't tell them. I said, okay, but obviously she got the word out. Thank you for being here. Pedro, we're going to wish you luck. I don't know what chair they're going to give you. Probably the end, right? So you got to pay your dues.
Start from that end.
From that end, right? Visualize yourselves there. A lot of great things were said about me tonight. I wanted to tell that story. It's just a mirror lab. It's a true story. I called Anthony one night. I said, Anthony, you got to get someone to fill in the seat for 2 years. Not tell me he has to run again in 2 more years after that. I said, who in your collection of friends, your age group, your peer group, that you would recommend? And it was Greg Hatton. So we thank you. I think you can actually more, but that's the best thing. I thank all my friends and family that are here. Pedro, good luck. And I do want to point out someone very near and dear to me, a high school buddy, Bill Tassinati, for coming, and a college buddy and his wife, because we started the Economic Business Council together, and I think we really had a lot of things on the right track online, so I thank you so very much for helping me get that started. We accomplished a lot, the full town-wide Aberdeen Day, and the ribbon cuttings to new businesses, and it was just terrific, and I'm indebted to you for everything that you helped me with over my tenure. And to all the employees, thank you so very much, and friends. Peter, again, congratulations for everything you do for Aberdeen. One of the first ones to say, I'll be on that highway banner. I want my name. I said, okay, you're on. Dr. Hott, thank you so very much. And December 9th, if you stop by the Marcos around 11, we're going to give him a proclamation to Doc. So we're going to congratulate the Marcos on the 9th for his 50 years of business. I thank everybody. My dear friends, the Bay Shore mayors, thank you. And I thank you all very, very much. We have a little bit of business. We'll get to it. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, very much. And dear friends, Peter and Karen, and nieces and nephews. And did you happen to notice the police officer?
I recognize.
Did you recognize?
I wanted to grab him.
Well, it's all right. It's okay. It was around 12:30, I get a phone call.
1 a.m.
12 a.m. was 12 a.m.
1 a.m.
1 a.m. Was
You
even
did
late.
ask.
No wonder.
If you were awake.
I was awake. You're a lucky man. So, that's a good job. Thank you all very, very much. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Okay, we're going to council members, I will just, we give an update on the resolutions for tonight. Item 109 tonight is the town council proposing closure and relocation of all medical centers in Long Ranch. Item 110 is the approval of another year contract with the Monmouth Gas Program, which is the senior recommendation. Item 11 is approving release of performance bond for lot 303, lots 24 and 25.
13 and 14 are two contract awards. One is for Core and Main of Edison for the DPW materials and maintenance and repair contract, and the other is for Power Save for our heating and cooling systems. Item 115 is the approving or authorizing the grant application from the DCA for the townwide municipal outreach program. And item 16 is the approval from Fire District Commissioners number 2 of their annual compensation. And item 17 is the budget transfer of $117,000. $173,000 between the 2025 current operating budget and $15,000 between the 2025 solid waste operating budget. And item number 118 is approving the 2026 reorganization meeting for January 4th, 2026 at 3 p.m. And we have 3 raffle licenses. I was going to joke with you guys and say that I do have an executive session for tonight, but I'm not going to do that to you. There is no executive session for this evening, and that is, are there any questions on any business for this evening? Thank you.
Very good. All right, we're up to agenda item 4, finally, and that's hearing of the citizens on agenda items only. So if anyone would like to get up and speak about anything that was on the agenda tonight, please do so now, but just give us your name, and we'll listen to what you have to say. I don't see anyone come up. Thank you. Now we'll go to Township Council reports. Any member of council have anything they'd like to give a report on?
Mayor?
Yes.
This is my last meeting, and I usually don't do this, but I just want to congratulate Keith and the recreation staff for an unbelievable job over the years since you've been here. You really elevated the recreation department, okay, and I appreciate what you've done there. Last night I thought it was an outstanding night again with Christmas lighting in the tree, along with your staff, and I just want to thank all the rest of the personnel that work here over the years for your support, and it's just been a great ride, okay, and looking forward to continuing what I do best as coach at the high school. So thanks again, and to the council, thank you very much for allowing me to be part of this over the years. Funny story, as you say, we picked up Greg at Maloney's, or at that time, I mean, I've been at that time. I don't remember. I've changed names many times. I get invited to the diner after I retired in 2012, and I meet Fred and says, "Can you meet me at the diner?" Yeah, sure, why not? But we're having breakfast, so I'm getting free breakfast. Marvin and Greg were there, and they talked me into running the council. I was thinking about running for the Board of Ed at that time, and they told me I could do more for the town, being part of the council and being part of the Board of Ed. And in truth, they were very much right. We've done a lot of work over the last 12 years to improve this town, and I know that the board and the council will continue to do that, for the time being that we hold the majority. So keep moving forward, as we say. And again, thank you. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this. And have a Merry Christmas.
Any other member?
I just want to thank you guys. People talked about good government earlier. The relationships that we all had coming into office, I think, are really important to, what happens here is really just kind of business or we just really worked well together because of we knew each other before we got up here, got elected together. And I really appreciated that, and I really appreciated both your service and your willingness to be just great teammates. That's really what it comes down to. So we all really work together well as good teammates, and thank you.
prior to getting up here. And a lot of times, and we can say this among friends here, how many times we talk to other towns and other managers who say, there's not another group like you. And I think it's because we have respect for each other. We have friendships that just run so deep. And, you know, from Little League, and you coaching Anthony, and you teaching Anthony and Ren, and our friendships with the boys, it says a lot, and I think that's what helped us perform. And I would say, we always agreed in Buffalo when we came out here. When we came out here to the sacred days, we were in lockstep, and I thank you all for that. And a lot of things said about me, I'm very aware. The light sheds on all of you. So thank you, Mr. Manager.
Just a couple quick little things. My answer is really not like my answer. Just again, tree lighting last night was fantastic. I thank you all for coming. I appreciate all the residents that came. It was one of our best. And again, you know, we've already started planning already for next year. I already had Keith in my office this morning, and I told him, I said, I had a vision again last night, and we're already working on these things. If you have not seen, please, when you go back out to the lobby later on, please go down both our hallways. But all of our departments have done their holiday decorating contests. Please take a look, and at the far door at the end, they have their ballot box, and so please stop it as best you can. A resident last night saw me, and they're like, we want to vote, but we like both windows. I said, this is kind of like Hudson County in the South, so go ahead, vote early, vote often, put a couple in there, it's all good. We won't say it. So they did. They voted for my window. I was really pumped about that, and somebody else. So I don't know who the other one was. I pulled that back out. Please make sure if you go and please take a look at the windows. They did work really hard. They do their windows off time. They do it during their lunch breaks or at the end of the day. But they do take their time, and everything that they buy usually is out on their own. They go out and get their stuff and bring it in and bring their own personal items from their house. It's really a nice job. We also have our menorah lighting on the 16th this month, so please, if you'd like to attend, we will have that as well. And I just want to congratulate Mayor-elect Cannon and Councilwoman Martone and Council-elect Mirabel, and we welcome you guys and congratulations on your wins. And we will see you all officially in January. To Councilman Martucci, I want to thank you for the past 5 years. You've been a great help to me, and you never bothered me. You know, it was amazing from the towns that I've come to. You were, you know, when you called me, I knew there was something wrong because you did not call unless there was an issue. And I knew when you would ring, I knew I had to take that call because I knew there was something wrong. So I want to thank you for everything and always supporting me and letting us know when we did something right, when we did something wrong, and made sure that we worked it together. And it was always a pleasure having you in the office to come and talk to us, so I appreciate that. And then to my partner, for 5 years, I tell you, I didn't know we were going to get this close, but it became down. And I still tell people all the time, I said, you know, that was my first year, even during COVID, you found your way in these buildings somehow when we were in lockdown. And you would come in and check in, or you get your phone call, and then after COVID, you come in a lot. And I'm like, oh, he doesn't know me that well yet, so he's just trying to see how I'm going to do running this place. And I get it. And we had many times where you're like, you know, I used to handle this. And I would say, Mayor, that's why you got me now. You don't have to worry about those things. And then all of a sudden, the mayor went away. And I would have to now call him and be like, hey, when are you coming in? Because I don't understand what's going on here. I was like, well, you're doing a good job, so I don't have to come and check on you anymore. And I was like, well, you gotta come out. Because now I'm like, now I'm missing my partner. And even to this day, you call at least twice a week, if not more, and we're checking in on each other. And it's become like more of a family. And as a second father to me, because you're always checking on me. And I'm always checking in on you. And you don't mean you when you're doing something wrong. And then tonight was the best part because I can close my eyes and see my father say the same thing going, I hate you right now. And I'm just loving it back there. I started back there. I think the betting pool was at maybe 13 or 14 cries, and I think we may have been beat down, I'm not quite sure. We got beat down too. He kept it pretty quiet. This is, I have to say, this was pretty good for the mayor's portion, because like I said, he's always in and out. We were hiding stuff. We got the plaques for both the councilman and the mayor, and we're like hiding those things. Like, the mayor comes in here, guys, no one's gonna be walking around the office. And even today, we walked in, and we were all freaking out at lunch, because we had the stuff out in the other office. I'm like, oh, John's running out to try to hide stuff. It wasn't easy. And then the Bay Shore mayor's calling me up, and then finding out you were going to something today, not quite sure if you were gonna be here on time. I'm like, who's gotta get here? So, First Lady was helping us out, trying to make sure that he was getting here on time. And we're still trying to hide it up until the last couple hours, until finally, now you're like, what's going on tonight? I think we did pretty good, though. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's coming to me. So, I want to thank you again for everything, and your counsel, and the lessons you've taught me over the past 5 years, and I appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
There's no executive session, so it's the rest of the evening.
All right, and Chief, anything to add? No, sir. Thank you very much.
Mayor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, before we move on, so I think we're just, we lost a member of our family here, before the last meeting. I know this is a celebration of service and happy, but I think it's important that, so for those of you not aware, one of our township team, Lisa Blood, passed away, while she was working here, retiree, left, a large family. So if we could observe a moment of silence for Lisa, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I just didn't want to go on to the road business without. Thank you.
Very good point, thank you. Without any other reports, we'll keep moving on to agenda 6. Councilman Hirsch.
The distinguished Mayor, Fred Tagliamini, and my fellow council members, I would like to make a motion to accept the minutes of workshop of the regular meeting November 6, 2025.
Second. Councilman Gannon.
Yes.
Councilman Hirsch.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kelly.
Yes.
Councilman Martucci.
Yes.
Councilman Swindell.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Montal.
Yes.
Mayor Tagliarini.
Yes, thank you very much. Mayor Cannon.
Yes, Mayor and fellow council members, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the consent agenda, which consists of resolutions 2025-109 to 2025-118, as well as raffle licenses RL 1337, 1338, and 1339.
Second.
Councilman Gannon.
Yes.
Councilman Hirsch.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kelly.
Yes.
Councilman Martucci.
Yes.
Councilman Swindell.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Montal.
Yes.
Mayor Tagliarini.
Yes, thank you very much. Now we're to agenda item number 8, and that will be the hearing of the citizens on any item that's on your mind this evening. If there's anything you'd like to come up and share with us, we'll listen to you. Okay, we see no one. Thank you again. No executive session this evening. So I'm going to, before I get that motion to adjourn, I want to thank everybody. Thank all the employees that are still sitting in the audience. You certainly made our job easy. Brian, you certainly have put together a great staff during the time you've been here, and I greatly appreciate all that. And I can't thank you all enough for coming tonight. It's something I'll always remember. So I'd like to get you, wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, whatever else you may observe at the corner. And get home safe, enjoy the holidays. And if there's something that, oh, absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Stop by there, and thank you all for coming. Get